Alright, what's going on everybody? It's me, Abyss Fusion. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Welcome back to another drinks review. Today we're going to be doing another Gaming Energy powder, but for once it's not going to be on pardon me, for once it's not going to be on Sneak. We are going to be doing Razor, and more specifically we're going to be doing the cherry flavor. Now there are a couple of energy manufacturers out there that are like, they start off small then they get bigger, mainly based towards gamers and all that kind of stuff. I did Sneak. I think I've almost done all the flavors of Sneak. I think there's like maybe one I haven't done yet, maybe a couple I can't exactly remember. But we're gonna be doing Razor, and it's the cherry flavor. Now I want to start off by saying that this is not exactly the starter pack. The starter pack comes with the shaker, that's about £10, and then you add the delivery on top. However, you can get, I'll show you right now what you can get. You can get two flavors. So for example, I'll just quickly show you them. I'm not exactly organized today. You can get 6 flavors of each of 3 flavors, if that makes sense. So you get 2 apple, 2 cherry, and 2 raspberry. That will be 6, and it costs roughly, it will cost you £7.49, and that includes tax as well. However, you don't have to pay for the shipping, because these are so small. You can get them delivered in like an envelope style thing. Mine didn't come in an envelope. It came in this type of package, which is sort of like an envelope, thin. But yeah, it costs £7.49 altogether, and delivery costs nothing. So you're getting 6 flavors for about near enough 8 quid. But if you want the shaker, that will cost about maybe 10 quid, if maybe 10 quid for the actual products, and then you're looking at maybe £3-4 in delivery. But it's not exactly bad when you compare it to like Sneak and that. It's pretty much the same. But we're gonna be doing cherry now, because I don't have a Razor shaker. We're gonna have to be using one of the Sneak ones. We're gonna be using the Purple Storm one, which is the very first one I got from Sneak. So yeah, all right, let's have a look at the back and see what we're doing with. Okay, so add content sachets of between 250 and 400 milliliters of water, allowing 5 cm shake space if in your mixing container or bottle. Okay, we have a shaker, so we'll go with that. I'll put roughly, say, 400 in. I suppose that's what I always do. So it contains basic stuff, manufactured on equipment which produces products containing milk, gluten, soya. Total caffeine content is 150 milligrams per serving. 150 altogether. Contains caffeine not suitable for pregnant women or people sensitive to caffeine. Discontinue use and consult your GP if adverse reaction occurs. Jesus, that was a mouthful. It contains vitamin C, vitamin B3, vitamin E, vitamin B12 and B6, and no more than 2 servings per day. Food supplement, and it basically contains what you normally expect out of like out of a gaming powdered style drink. However, this one I've noticed has maybe one more vitamin inside it than Sneak would. Well, that's pretty suitable for vegans as well. Add to water and shake. Okay, so that's actually what we're gonna go do. I'm gonna put some water in this, and cold water, mind you, and see what it's like. Okay, so after roughly 45 seconds, a minute of shaking this, I'm just gonna let the foam resolve a little bit, and for once we have a sealable container, a glass, and I'm just gonna read out the little nice message they give us. So it's Razor Energy Drink Formula. Thank you There's a bit of an error there. Thank you for trying Razor Energy. We really hope you enjoy it. Many thanks, Team Razor. Whoever's at Team Razor, you've made a bit of an error. You put 2 4s for trying. I mean, it's a bit of an error, small error, but you've just ruined the message by putting 2 thingies. But yeah, like I said, if you choose to get these, the 6 ones for £7, it will most likely be delivered to you via one of these. So it's not exactly a letter envelope like I was expecting it to be, but it's still, well, it's a large letter. That's what it is. It's a large letter. I've just looked on there, so it is technically a letter thing, but I was expecting it to be in one of those small ones. But large letter envelope either way, and you don't have to pay for it, so that's pretty cool. Now let's open it. I feel like I'm betraying Razor by putting it in a sneak one, but the reason I didn't buy one is because I want to try out products first before I decide, okay, maybe I'll get a shaker from Razor. But I've already got pretty much nearly every single shaker from Sneak, so I might as well use one of them. I haven't got the monochrome one, and I haven't got the I don't know what I can't remember what the orange one is called, but I will get a monochrome one eventually because I've got a collection going on at the moment. So yeah, let's have a smell of it. Ooh, it smells like diluted juice. That's exactly what it smells like. It smells like it's diluted. And to be truthfully honest with you, it's a very strong dilution. I did put 400 milliliters of water in, cold water mind you, and I did shake it for a long period of time. So maybe that has like something to do with it. No, I don't know, but it smells like diluted juice. What was it? Yeah, it smells like diluted juice, so let's look at it. Interesting. Got a nice clean red to it, obviously, because it's cherry. So that's kind of given my hopes for the other ones. I mean, the apple one could be green or red, but because it's green on the package, it's going to be green apple. So the cherry one is red, and the blue raspberry, I can only guess it's going to be... well, it's not actually blue raspberry, it's just raspberry. The blue raspberry is the one that Sneak has. I'm thinking of that one. This is new for me. I haven't tried Razor. I haven't tried any of the other energy powdered stuff other than Sneak. But I want to get more into other ones as well. So yeah, let's try some. Alright. One thing I will recommend, don't put exactly 400 milliliters of water. Put roughly 350 in, because I think it's because I put 400 milliliters of water in the shaker, it's sort of not giving a strong enough taste to it. But I can taste it either way. I think it's my fault for putting a bit too much. I mean, it did recommend, what was it, 250, between 250 and 400 milliliters of water, but because I think I put 400 in instead of 350 like I was originally going to, it's destroyed the, not destroyed, I could still taste the cherry. It is actually a really nice cherry flavour, but I think it's because I put 400 in instead of the original 350 like I was going to. I can't exactly get the most out of it, so I will advise you to put 350 milliliters of water in instead of 400 like I did. But I can still taste it. Maybe it's because I'm tasting it from the glass. I'll taste a bit from the shaker. But yeah, that's what it looks like in the shaker. You can see the the red in it, but it's not very. I mean, the purple on the shaker kind of ruins it, but it smells like dilution. Yeah. Yeah, don't put 400 in. But apart from my critical error that I have made, I can still taste the cherry, and I've got another one here. I'll just double check. I mean, it's got green tea extract in it. Very, very fascinating. Green tea extract. That's very fascinating. I like green tea, but yeah, don't put 400 milliliters of water in. Put like maybe 350 because it's I can definitely tell. Like even though it says between 350 and 400, 300 and not 250 and 400. 350 is definitely the most I would put in. I made a bit of a critical error putting 400 in, even though there was nothing wrong with putting 400 in. It's not as strong as I was hoping for, so I've made an error, and I won't make that error again when I do the other two in the future, whenever I get to them. But if I can describe what it is, I mean, the sneak ones, I said when I did the sneak ones, they tasted very refreshing, very clean, and they had enough flavor in it. I can say the exact same for Razor. My fault for putting too much water in, even though I put 400 in like it told me to, or roughly the number 400. But I will say it's not bad. The cherry one isn't actually that bad. It is very nice, I admit that. Very refreshing, very clean. But if I were you, I would put like some ice in it, like for the future. If you want to, like, if you want to get your own shake, if you want to like put your own powdered whatever it is, I recommend you put some ice in it, because cold water is good enough, but I think ice helps the it like get crushed, because obviously with these powders they leave a bit of extract at the bottom, and I guess the ice can kind of crush away the extract, but it doesn't really matter if it won't harm you. But yeah, I would recommend Cherry Razor Energy, but I'll have to try the other two in the future. So this has been Razor Cherry Energy. Thank you all very much for watching the video. If I were to give it a rating, in terms of flavor, again, it's my fault for what I did to it, but I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Reasonable, not too high, not too low. And yeah, I do recommend Cherry Razor, and if you did enjoy the video, please make sure to hit the like button. Possibly share it with a friend, family, or relative, and make sure you check the description below for my Instagram and my Twitter. I'm always active on Instagram, and I'm somewhat active on Twitter. Anyway, it's time for you to decide which one we do next. Do we do the raspberry, or do we do the apple one? The apple one has been popping off everywhere on all these other types of like different energy brands, so that one, I'm gonna guess that one's gonna win the vote, because there's so many other like brands out there that have like a sort of apple. Like hell, for example, I've still got one of the sachets from Sneak, sour apple, and now Razor's got their own apple, and Wraith as well, I believe, have their own apple. I'm probably incorrect there, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. You decide which one you want me to do, and I'll get straight onto that when I can.